Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn, and if you are new here, I post Disney videos and lifestyle kind of content here on my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, then hello and welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining again. Today I wanted to do kind of just like an easy video, just like a sit down quick little, I more just wanted to chat with you like I'm chatting to a friend. So today I wanted to share with you what my perfect day at Magic Kingdom would be. My best day ever at Magic Kingdom. I kind of like thought of this idea because I was trying to think of like ways that I could tell you guys like what are like key attractions or fun things to do in each of the parks. And I feel like the only way for me to do it would be to tell you obviously what my favorites are, but then that becomes biased. So this way, everyone knows it's going to be biased because this is my best day ever at Magic Kingdom. And then if you guys enjoy this video, then I will definitely do ones for all the other parks. But I wanted to do Magic Kingdom first because it is my favorite park. And just to preface, before I get into it, I'm not including fast passes and I'm not including wait times. So this is like, if everything worked out perfectly, this is how my day would go. I'm still gonna factor in costs and such because I wouldn't be able to eat at every place I wanted to or like get every single snack that I wanted to. But I'm not gonna factor in wait times and fast passes. So to start off my day at Magic Kingdom, I would want to get an early, like the earliest time reservation possible to eat at Crystal Palace in Magic Kingdom. And the reason for this being is because if you can get, I think it's the 8 o'clock reservation in the morning, you actually can get into the park early. And then that way when you're getting in early because your reservation is early, so then that way you finish breakfast before the park is even open, so then you're able to still rope drop. That would be my pick for breakfast and how I would want to spend my morning. While we would be walking to breakfast, I would like to take a few pictures on Main Street because there wouldn't be many people there. It'd be nice pretty views of the castle because the sun's still coming up. So that would be like my prime little start to the day. We would have breakfast at Crystal Palace with Winnie the Pooh and friends, and I would eat all the foods and it would just be delicious. And I picked this because it is one of my favorite it's one of my favorite table service restaurants in Disney. And it's just like a fun little thing to do to like kind of start your trip. So after breakfast, we would leave. I would try and rope drop Peter Pan, and I would go wait right by the castle for like where that rope is to the left side of the castle, and I would wait there and I would rope drop Peter Pan, and then I would run in and we would do Peter Pan without any wait. And then after Peter Pan we would go towards Liberty Square and we would ride Haunted Mansion, and then we would keep going around and we would ride Big Thunder and then Splash, and then by this time it would probably be around lunch. And then we would go to Pecos Bill, and that is where I would pick to have my lunch. And I would have the platter of chicken fajitas, and Austin and I would split it. And I would get one fajita, he would get two, and then we would split like all the rest of the toppings together because it basically makes another burrito bowl. So that's how we would spend our lunch. And then we would leave Pecos Bill, and then we would keep walking around and we would go to, what's it called? Pirates of the Caribbean. We would ride Pirates, and then we would get a Dole Whip for a snack, for an afternoon snack. I would get a Dole Whip swirl in a cup, and yes. And then I would cut through the little passageway. Oh, this kind of gets confusing now. So I would cut through from Adventureland over back into Frontierland, where there is the pin store in Frontierland, and I would go in there and we would like look at pins. I might buy some pins, probably would trade some pins, but mostly just look at pins because that's my favorite pin store in Disney. I don't know what it is, but that's just my favorite. So yeah, so we would look at pins in there, and then we would go towards like the Christmas shop that way, right by the castle, and try and catch the Festival of Fantasy parade, because I love that parade so much. It is my second favorite parade in Disney, my first being the Boo to You parade. So we would sit and watch the parade, and then after the parade we would go into the Christmas shop, because we would like be right there kind of. So we're kind of backtracking, but we would go back to the Christmas shop. We would pick up a new ornament, because that is like one of my favorite souvenirs to get from Disney, is a new Christmas ornament. And so after we would get our Christmas ornament, we would go up towards Fantasyland, and we would ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Again, we're not factoring in fast passes or wait times. We would ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and then we would go back up into like the Little Mermaid area, and we would ride the Little Mermaid. So after we would ride the Little Mermaid, we would go down into like the Storybook Circus the Storybook Circus area, and we would ride Dumbo, because Dumbo is the best like Dumbo ride, because it's like the original Dumbo ride. Like, I don't care about the magic carpet or about Astro Orbiter, all I care about is Dumbo. So we would ride Dumbo, and then we would head down into the like Tomorrowland area, and by this time it's like getting to be like dark. So right before the sun sets, we would be making our way into Tomorrowland, and we would get into the People Mover, and we would ride the People Mover while it's like all nice outside. So we would go to the People Mover, and my best day ever would include while we were in the People Mover, that Space Mountain's lights would be on. I have never experienced it, but it's all I want to experience. I don't know why, but that would be my best day ever, was that the Space Mountain lights would be on, because I think that would be so cool to see. So after Spaceship Earth, oh my god, after the People Mover, we would go and ride Space Mountain, because then that way we would have done all the mountains. So we would ride Space Mountain, but Space Mountain's lights would be back off. So we would ride it with the lights on during the People Mover, but when we get there for our ride on Space Mountain, the lights would be back off, because I don't want to ride it when the lights are on. I just want to like see it when the lights are on, you know? And then after we would ride Space Mountain, we would go and play Buzz Lightyear. Pew 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 pew. We would play Buzz Lightyear because it's still really fun, and I love Buzz. So we would play the Buzz Lightyear game, and then by this time it would be 7 o'clock. So we would make our way into the little hub area of Magic Kingdom, and we would sit down against the fence right in front of the mini statue, looking to the magic, or like looking to the castle. We would sit there, Austin and I would sit, and then this is just how it works. But Austin would go to Casey's, he would get 2 hot dogs, he would get me just like a classic footlong hot dog with mustard, ketchup, and jalapenos, and then I would get fries and plastic cheese, and then he would get, and this is, I'm speaking on his behalf because I know this is what he would get the chili cheese dog, footlong with fries on the side, and we would each get a Coke or whatever, and he would bring them back. And then we'd have him a little tray, and then we would have a little Casey's Corner picnic while sitting and waiting for the fireworks. And then we would just sit there and hang out and people watch, because that is probably one of my favorite things to do while we're at Disney, and just chill. And then we would watch the beautiful Happily Ever After. We would watch Happily Ever After from our little spot, and then after Happily Ever After was over, we would wait for the crowds to die down because they're crazy, and then we would walk up and down Main Street and do some shopping, because I love Main Street at night. It's just like so pretty with all the lights. So we'd do some shopping on Main Street, and then we would watch the Kiss Goodnight because the park would be closed, and then we would take the boat back to whatever. In my ideal world, we would be able to take the boat home because I love the boat. But realistically, we would probably be taking the buses home to somewhere, but we would hopefully take the boat. And that would be my day. Is this a weird video? Is this just like me just saying, this is what I would do and blah, blah, blah? I mean, it kind of is that, but If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know that you liked it down below, and if you want to see my best day ever at such and such other parks. And if you want to either make a video and say your best day ever at Magic Kingdom and let me know that you've made the video, or just comment down below and describe to me your best day ever at Magic Kingdom. But that is everything for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!